Christmas traffic, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, celebrating 65 years of Christmas giving.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9:05 a.m., Bern Perez will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hills Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We will discuss screening techniques and more, so tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m. right here on The Source, WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be an unseasonably warm day with some sunshine at a high of 79 to 83. Partly cloudy and mild through the night with some fog around late. Lows in the upper 50s inland, low 60s along the coast. After some fog Wednesday morning, partly sunny and warm again, high 79 to 83. Thursday, partly sunny and warm, high 78 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Last month, Robin, we went to New York.
Yes, we did.
2 months ago, I got my first smartphone.
Yeah.
My whole life.
We're in the
I had a phone that was okay. But in preparing to go to New York, I thought, I had gone to New York a year ago with my son, and he was using his phone to call cars. They call it Uber, Robin. So,
yes.
So I said, okay, I'm going to need this thing to call cars with.
No more arms sticking up in the air yelling taxi, let me tell you.
So we went to our friendly Verizon salesman, Matt Wilkerson. Thank you, Matt. And he set us both up with these unbelievably amazing phones. And so I had no idea how much I was going to like them, but I do. So welcome to the 21st century. And I got plenty of cars up in New York. Oh, my gosh. It was so fun to do that. Let's get another car. I think you said to me at one time, I think you like using that app.
Yes.
And I said, I think I do, too. It's like a toy. Yeah. It's like a toy. I know it costs money every time you do it, but look at this. The guy, he's here.
Exactly.
And I know his name. I know what he looks like. I know what kind of car he drives.
Exactly.
And he knows my name.
That's right. Your buds. What can I say?
And he lets you sit in the front seat, too.
Yeah.
I might have contributed to the consumer buying habits for Verizon. Michele Dupre is on the phone. She's the Group Vice President of Retail, Hospitality, and Distribution for Verizon Enterprise Solutions. She's on the phone to talk to us about the Holiday Index from Verizon. Michele Dupre, good morning, Michele. Thank you for being on the show with us.
Good morning, Larry, and thanks for having me.
Where are you?
I'm in Chicago, so it is not 79 to 83 degrees. I can assure you of that.
Oh, no, the temperature. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Were we rubbing it in? Are we rubbing it in a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
No.
Well, you know, Donald Trump is now at the Hall of Presidents in Disney World. I think I'm going to go to Disney World.
Yeah, that will be fun.
I mean, not for Space Mountain, but for the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah, I have to see it.
If there's a line more than 30 minutes long, I'm going to... Oh, by the way, speaking of the lines and phones, do you know I have an app on my phone, the Verizon phone that I got from you guys? I have a thing that I can do a fast pass or something at Disney World. Isn't that cool? Michele?
It is very cool. Very cool.
Another help for the consumer index. Spend those dollars.
So yeah, well, thank you for being on. So what kind of information is on the index?
Yeah, so appreciate you having us here. And really, the Holiday Retail Index, we measure broadband traffic to the top retailers in the U.S. And what we do is we compare daily volumes year over year. So, for example, we compare Black Friday from 2016 to 2017 and look for patterns and growth. And this year is just proving out that it started out with a really strong Black Friday that weekend, and then Cyber Monday was absolutely a very strong month or day actually as well. So
oh, really?
It's proving to be a very long season for retailers, but it's proving that there's a lot of digital growth happening and a lot of consumers using their e-commerce retailers to engage.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or just a thing. But did you see a spike in Uber last month or so? I mean, was there a spike when I was in New York?
I do. I cannot tell you whether it was or not, but based on what you said, you used it quite a bit. So
I think it's amazing. I think what you are enabling us to have at our fingertips, literally at our fingertips, is just it's a whole new world.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's put consumers in a position of, being able to engage with retailers when it's convenient for them. And smartphones, as you said, it's just as we've seen that adoption continue to grow year over year, and where retail of the market's matured in terms of consumer and digital engagement. I think of, whether it's a smartphone or a tablet, it's a mini mall at your fingertips if you think about it, and you can pretty much do about anything that you want to do and engage with any retail brands that you want to online and complete those transactions, and lo and behold, you either pick it up in store or it delivers to your doorstep. So it's all about convenience and preference, and I think that's really what is driving the engagement this year for retailers.
And I think it's working hand in hand with the different shipping companies that we have out there, because not only can you order things online, you can have it shipped, you have the tracking number right away, it's guaranteed to get there by Christmas. It's really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, and you absolutely hit the nail on the head in terms of just the overall experience. And a retailer wants you to be able to know, when is your product going to ship, and then give you the ability to track it and ensure that it is going to show up in time, for whatever event it is, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whatever. But they certainly want you to ensure that you're able to see it and track it and have that confidence that it's going to be there.
I always am curious when a corporation does a survey, how do you use the information that you get? I mean, does it change anything for you, or do you say, okay, we're on the right track, let's keep doing what we're doing? How do you specifically, how does Verizon use this index?
Yeah, so really it's an index that, based on traffic, so it's not a survey. And, it's really, we publish the report and publish the index for retailers to use this information to cross-reference it with information that they may already have. And then that allows them to make adjustments, make changes, align to, are they seeing the same trends that we are in terms of value? And yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I see. So in other words, the retailers really are the ones who benefit from the index.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great source of information for them to, like I said, cross-reference. They have a ton of data themselves, and it definitely shows just the volume of activity that's out there, and they can see if they're on point, on trend, or if they still have work to do with this incredibly long season that we're still in the midst of.
So, do retailers have more markets to target advertising to due to social media?
Yeah, I mean, I think whether it's mobile, social, online, again, let's not forget, old-fashioned email and brick and mortar, engagement. But absolutely, I think retailers have been able to really capitalize in all the different, channels for consumer engagement, and social is absolutely one of them.
One thing, I wouldn't get a pet. I wouldn't get a pet online.
No.
Can you imagine a ferret arrives in the mail and you ordered a gerbil?
You got these little holes in the box.
I don't know why that hit me. It's just, Michele, so you need to come to Florida, and we have some warm temperature for you the whole season long.
So what do you think is going to happen this Saturday, since it's the day before Christmas Eve, and it technically is the last shopping day before Christmas? Do you think there's going to be an upsweep in online orders, or do you think everybody's going to buy from brick and mortar?
I think it's going to be a combination of both. But shipping deadlines and product, availability, and how can you get that, that package or that product is really going to play in. And we saw, like, this last Friday, a lot of retailers promoted, free shipping Friday, And the index showed that we absolutely saw an increase in online traffic, and today is the standard shipping deadline for most retailers. So again, anticipate that we'll see a spike in traffic between now and the end of the week, and the 23rd is going to be if you can buy it online and pick up in store. I think that's where consumers will certainly take advantage of those retailers that have that capability and the ability to service them if that's their preference. So I think you'll see a strong just surge through the end of the week, and we can't forget about post-Christmas, which I think is going to be an active season, and we saw that last year with the index, that the traffic on Christmas Day and also the days following were definitely heavy traffic days. So I think people are always going to be engaged and want to spend money and redeem those gift cards, and I think we start seeing that happening on Christmas Day. But this week it's all about leading up to Christmas, hitting those shipping deadlines, and taking advantage of those last-minute promotions that retailers are putting out there.
Does the retail landscape, so to speak, is it similar to like the hospitality world? I mean, are people traveling and getting hotel rooms as much as they are buying goods and products?
I think that we've seen, I would say this is how hospitality organizations are, marketing to consumers, I think has definitely evolved and changed over the years. And again, I think in a lot of cases they're vying for the same wallet share. You talked earlier about going to visiting that theme park down in Florida. I think it's become a toss-up for a lot of families as whether it's a consumable or whether it's a gift. But I think that they're capturing great market share, and I think that they begin to market themselves like retailers, and consumer engagement is absolutely important to do that.
And I think people are generally more happy this year because of the increase in the phones that are purchased, the technology of the phones, because now I can call my children who live out of state, and I can actually see their face on my phone. I don't have to be strapped to my desk to a computer. And I love my Verizon phone because of that.
Well, we love you for being a Verizon customer, so thank you.
Well,
so technology continues to just, again, I think drive consumer and personal engagements, and it's great to see that you can have that human interaction, and it's a great experience for consumers.
Michele, before you get off the phone with the warm part of the country and get back to the call, where do we go online? Is there a website we should go to?
Yes, absolutely. You can learn more about the index. It's at VerizonEnterprise.com.
Okay, absolutely. Michele, have a great holiday yourself. Thank you for being on the air with us today. Stay warm in Chicago. Cold, freezing Chicago.
I love Chicago.
Thank you, Michele.
Thank you. Same to you.
We'll be right back.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The calendar's rolling.